From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Alpha! Orange 5-4.
Safety screen.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
White, 89!
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Rivers on first down. The It's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Jackson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 24. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Zero.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stay there. Stay there. 190.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. Black 15. Red. Red.
On first down, it's Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and long for Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
I'm coming after you. He's coming. OP. He's coming.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
On the run, this is Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Rivers. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Victory 90, round 80.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 90.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off, I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot, and if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. Hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now it's Jackson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry now for Peterson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Again, Peterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Monday, down. 180. Switch.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rivers now. He's got Smith here. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Check 25, check 25. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hatch it.
Now a give, right side, Jackson. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This pass finds its way to Williams. It's a room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record, and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the home team here, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.